Most people spend thousands on an SUV without knowing which ones fail fast. In this video, 15 SUVs that rarely break down are ranked, so you know exactly what to buy. Stick around to see the number 1 SUV, it might surprise you, and 2 bonus SUVs at the end that you should avoid because they break down often. Starting at number 15, Nissan Pathfinder. The Pathfinder is a midsize SUV that works well for daily driving and family trips without frequent problems. Its engine runs steadily under normal driving, and key service points like oil, filters, and fluids are easy to check and replace. The transmission shifts smoothly and doesn't put extra strain on gears when used for long drives. Suspension and steering parts are organized so repairs and checks are simple, and tires wear evenly with routine rotations. Brake components are straightforward to service, and most replacement parts are easy to find in local shops. Electrical systems are simple, which means fewer confusing warning lights and easier troubleshooting. Cooling and fuel systems are arranged to prevent engine overheating or stress, even on longer highway trips. Owners and mechanics report that with regular maintenance, many Pathfinders can reach 300,000 kilometers while continuing to perform reliably. Interior components like knobs, buttons, and seats are made to last under daily use, keeping the cabin functional over time. Overall, the Pathfinder is a dependable midsize SUV for people who want a car that runs well without constant repairs. Number 14, Kia Sorento. The Kia Sorento is a midsize SUV that can handle daily trips and highway driving without causing constant trouble. The engine works without complicated systems, so oil changes, air filter checks, and other simple maintenance are easy to do. The transmission shifts without sudden jerks, which helps gears and other parts last longer over many kilometers. Suspension and steering pieces are easy to reach, so replacing worn parts or checking alignment does not take much time. Brakes are simple to inspect and fix, and replacement pads, rotors, or shoes are usually easy to get. Electrical systems are arranged clearly, which makes it easier to find and fix minor issues without expensive diagnostics. Cooling and fuel systems are organized to avoid overheating or stress, even when the SUV is driven for hours on highways or in heavy city traffic. Tires wear evenly when rotated on schedule, and small components inside the cabin like switches, knobs, and seats hold up well over long use. Mechanics and owners report that with routine maintenance, Sorentos often reach 300,000 kilometers or more without repeated major repairs. This SUV works steadily in different conditions, from city streets to highways, making it a solid choice for anyone looking for an SUV that is easy to maintain, affordable to repair, and keeps running for many years. Number 13, Subaru Forester. The Forester is a compact SUV built with straightforward mechanics. The engine is easy to access, and parts like filters, belts, and fluids can be checked or replaced quickly. Its transmission handles changes without sudden jerks, reducing stress on the drivetrain over time. The chassis is arranged so suspension and steering components are easy to inspect. Brakes can be replaced without complicated steps, and tires wear evenly if they are rotated regularly. Electrical circuits are simple and separated, so warning lights are easy to understand and minor faults can be fixed without extensive diagnostics. Cooling and fuel delivery systems are organized logically to prevent overheating under regular or heavy use. Interior features, including buttons, seats, and panels, are durable and resist early wear. Mechanics often see Foresters with few repeated problems, and routine service is straightforward, keeping repair time and costs low. From city streets to highways, the Forester is reliable without needing constant attention or specialized knowledge, making it a solid SUV for anyone who prefers simplicity, accessibility, and low-maintenance operation. Number 12, Mazda CX-9. The Mazda CX-9 is a midsize SUV built to be straightforward and dependable. Its engine layout allows access to basic service points, so changing oil, air filters, or fluids does not take much effort. The transmission shifts smoothly without sudden jolts, helping the moving parts last longer. Suspension parts are organized in a way that makes inspections and replacements easier, while steering components are simple to reach and maintain. Brakes can be removed and replaced without complicated steps, and replacement parts are generally easy to find. Electrical systems are arranged logically, so troubleshooting minor issues is simple without specialized tools or expensive diagnostics. The cooling system and fuel delivery setup are straightforward, keeping the engine operating within normal temperature ranges under various driving conditions. Interior pieces like knobs, seats, and switches are designed for long-term use and do not require constant attention. Routine service such as checking fluids, rotating tires, and inspecting brakes is simple and does not demand specialized knowledge. Mechanics note that CX-9s often have few repeated mechanical problems even after years of use. Its combination of easy maintenance, clear component layout, and reliable engineering makes it suitable for families or anyone who wants a larger SUV without frequent repairs. Number 11. Honda Passport. The Honda Passport is a midsize SUV designed with straightforward mechanics and easy maintenance in mind. The engine layout allows basic service tasks like checking fluids, replacing filters, or topping up oil without removing multiple components. The transmission shifts smoothly, reducing stress on internal parts even when driving over long distances or rough roads. Suspension and steering parts are arranged so that worn components can be replaced quickly, and alignment or brake checks do not require specialized tools. Tires wear evenly with routine rotations, and brake pads and discs are accessible for service. Electrical systems are separated logically, making minor issues easier to locate and fix without unnecessary work. Cooling and fuel systems are simple and reliable, keeping temperatures stable during both city driving and highway travel. Interior elements such as seat adjustments, dashboard controls, and cup holders are sturdy and do not need frequent attention. Mechanics note that Passport models rarely return for repeated issues, and basic servicing is straightforward, allowing owners to keep the SUV running efficiently over many years. This SUV can handle everyday use, long drives, and family needs without demanding constant repairs, making it a solid option for anyone who prefers a vehicle with simple engineering. Number 10. Hyundai Tucson. The Hyundai Tucson is built to stay dependable for many years without constant repairs. The engine is tuned for smooth and calm operation instead of high-stress performance, which means internal parts do not wear quickly. Even after long daily driving, the engine keeps stable temperature and steady power delivery. The automatic transmission changes gears gently, so there is no harsh shock going through the drivetrain. This reduces long-term strain on moving parts and keeps the SUV feeling consistent over time. Under the vehicle, the layout is open and clear. Basic parts like filters, belts, spark plugs, and fluids are easy to reach, so routine service does not become complicated. Suspension arms, bushings, and joints are shaped to absorb road impact instead of transferring force into the body. Because of this, the structure stays tight and free from rattles even after years of rough or uneven roads. Steering remains balanced and predictable without looseness developing early. Inside, switches, screens, and climate controls are built to last normal daily use. Buttons do not fade or stop responding easily, and seat frames keep their shape without bending or shifting. Door hinges and handles remain firm instead of sagging or cracking with age. Electrical wiring is routed cleanly, which lowers the chance of random faults or warning lights appearing. Owners keep this SUV for long periods because it rarely demands sudden repair. It starts reliably in hot or cold weather, keeps fuel delivery steady, and holds alignment without constant correction. For everyday family driving, commuting, and highway travel, the Tucson stays consistent and trouble-free, making it a strong long-term choice for anyone who wants an SUV that simply keeps working without drama. Number 9. Toyota RAV4. Toyota RAV4 stays dependable because its main parts work without strain during normal driving. The engine runs at low stress levels in city traffic and on open roads, so internal wear stays slow. Acceleration is steady instead of sharp, which protects moving components from sudden load. The gearbox changes ratios in a clean way without jerks, helping gears and mounts hold their shape over time. This calm mechanical behavior is why many units keep the same driving feel after long use. The structure underneath is rigid, so the body does not twist or loosen easily on rough surfaces. Suspension absorbs bumps before they reach the cabin, keeping joints and mounts from early damage. Steering remains centered without developing slack, and wheel alignment stays stable so tires wear evenly. Because of this, handling stays predictable even after years of driving. Routine service points are easy to reach, so oil, filters, and plugs can be changed without delay. Cooling flow remains balanced, preventing heat spikes in traffic or hot weather. Fuel delivery stays consistent, helping the engine run smoothly without misfire or hesitation. Electrical layout is straightforward, reducing random warning faults or sensor issues. Inside, controls stay firm and responsive instead of wearing loose. Seats hold shape, and trim panels stay secured without rattle. Doors keep proper alignment, so closing feel does not change with time. Many owners keep the RAV4 for long periods because it keeps working the same way without repeated mechanical trouble or electronic faults. Number 8. Acura MDX. Acura MDX maintains strong reliability through smooth power delivery and controlled drivetrain movement. The engine produces force in a gradual curve rather than sharp peaks, which keeps internal load moderate during daily driving. This protects pistons, bearings, and mounts from fast wear. Gear changes occur in a refined sequence without shock, helping transmission parts remain tight and stable over extended mileage. Chassis stiffness keeps the vehicle settled on uneven pavement, preventing flex that can lead to noise or looseness. Suspension geometry spreads road impact across multiple points, lowering stress on bushings and joints. Steering response stays precise without drifting off center, and tracking remains straight so tires wear evenly instead of forming edge damage. Mechanical systems are arranged cleanly, allowing regular maintenance to be performed without obstruction. Cooling circulation stays even, keeping engine temperature steady in slow traffic and highway speed. Fuel and ignition timing remain consistent, preventing rough running. Brake components wear uniformly, and mounting hardware stays secure without shifting. Cabin materials resist movement and remain fixed to their mounts, so rattles do not develop easily. Switches continue operating correctly, and seat frames retain support without bending. Hinges and latches stay aligned, keeping doors tight. The MDX is kept by many drivers for long ownership because its operation remains stable and predictable without repeated repair cycles. Number 7. Lexus RX. The Lexus RX is known in repair shops as a vehicle that usually comes in for normal servicing rather than unexpected faults. The engine layout keeps major parts easy to reach, so routine work like spark plug changes, belt checks, or fluid service can be done without removing layers of components. This reduces labor time and also lowers the chance of parts being disturbed during maintenance. The transmission operates in a calm and steady way during daily driving. Gear changes happen without jolts, which helps internal pieces avoid extra strain. Cooling passages stay clear and stable, preventing overheating during slow traffic or long highway travel. These factors allow the drivetrain to remain consistent over many years without developing common failure patterns. Suspension joints and bushings hold alignment well when driven on uneven streets or highways with bumps. Wheels stay balanced and tires wear evenly if rotated on schedule. Brake components are positioned openly, so pad and disc replacement does not require disassembly of surrounding parts. This keeps service straightforward. Inside the cabin, switches, knobs, and seat controls are solid and rarely loosen with repeated use. Electrical routing follows clear paths, which makes troubleshooting simple if a sensor or connector ever needs attention. Mechanics often note that RX models tend to return after long intervals rather than repeated visits, showing that components maintain condition over extended ownership. This SUV suits daily errands, commuting, and long family travel without developing recurring mechanical problems, making it a dependable choice for drivers who want steady operation and minimal workshop interruptions. Number 6. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander is arranged with durability and service access as priorities, which helps it stay reliable through years of regular driving. The engine bay has open spacing around filters, hoses, and ignition parts, allowing inspection or replacement without removing surrounding assemblies. This layout keeps routine maintenance simple and reduces the risk of disturbing other systems during service. Power delivery stays smooth across city speeds and highway cruising. The gearbox changes ratios without harsh engagement, which prevents excess wear inside the transmission. Temperature control remains steady in hot weather or slow traffic because the cooling system circulates efficiently and keeps heat levels stable. These conditions help core mechanical parts remain in good condition over long use. Chassis components such as control arms, links, and dampers maintain alignment well on mixed road surfaces. Steering response stays consistent without looseness developing over time. Tire wear remains even when rotations and pressure checks are performed regularly. Brake assemblies are easy to access, so where items can be replaced quickly during scheduled service. Interior hardware is mounted firmly, including seat frames, adjustment levers, and dashboard controls. Electrical connectors are grouped logically, allowing straightforward tracing if a sensor or switch ever needs replacement. Repair shops often see Highlanders mainly for scheduled servicing rather than repeated mechanical issues, showing that systems hold up under normal ownership conditions. This SUV handles family transport, commuting, and long-distance travel with steady mechanical behavior, making it suitable for drivers seeking long-term dependability without frequent repair needs. Number 5. Lexus GX. The Lexus GX is engineered with clear separation of systems, making it easy for technicians to reach key components. The engine bay is spacious, so replacing filters, checking belts, or inspecting fluid lines can be done without removing unrelated parts. This arrangement allows regular service to be straightforward and efficient, reducing the chance of accidental damage during maintenance. Power delivery from the engine is steady, with no sudden surges, keeping the drivetrain smooth during daily driving or longer trips. The transmission shifts evenly, which reduces wear on internal shafts and clutches over time. Cooling systems maintain consistent temperatures, ensuring the engine runs without spikes in heat even in hot weather or slow-moving traffic. Fuel flow is stable, supporting reliable combustion and preventing hesitation under normal driving conditions. The chassis is reinforced to manage uneven roads or heavy loads, and suspension joints are arranged to handle stress without twisting mounts or loosening bushings. Steering remains predictable and precise, while wheel alignment holds properly, allowing tires to wear evenly. Brake assemblies are designed for easy access, so replacing pads or discs does not require dismantling surrounding components. Inside, controls, levers, and seat mechanisms are mounted firmly, and trim panels remain in place over years of use. Electrical systems are organized logically, making diagnostics simpler if a sensor or connector needs attention. Mechanics note that GX models rarely return for repeated mechanical issues, with most visits being routine maintenance checks. This SUV continues to operate consistently over extended ownership, capable of handling commuting, family trips, or occasional off-road conditions without developing persistent faults, making it a reliable choice for long-term operation. Number 4. Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot is arranged to handle years of regular driving with parts that are easy to reach and service. The engine compartment has clear space around major components, so items like coils, filters, and hoses can be inspected or replaced without removing unrelated parts. This layout helps reduce mistakes during maintenance and keeps servicing time short. Power moves through the drivetrain in a steady and predictable way. Acceleration remains smooth in stop-and-go traffic and also at highway speed. Internal components avoid harsh load changes, which helps reduce wear over long periods. Heat control stays balanced because coolant flow and airflow through the radiator remain consistent even in warm weather or heavy use. Underneath, the frame and suspension pieces stay aligned on uneven pavement and long road trips. Mounting points hold position well, preventing vibration from developing as mileage increases. Wheels keep stable tracking, allowing tires to wear evenly when rotated. Brake hardware sits openly, so replacement of wear parts can be done without complex removal steps. Inside, switches and adjustment mechanisms are secured firmly and continue working smoothly after repeated use. Wiring paths follow clear routing, so if a sensor or connector needs attention, it can be located without dismantling large sections. Service technicians often report that Pilot units return mainly for planned maintenance rather than ongoing faults. The vehicle suits daily family transport and extended travel while keeping mechanical systems stable over time, which supports long ownership without repeated repair visits. Number 3. Mazda CX-5. The Mazda CX-5 is designed with a compact yet accessible layout that keeps regular maintenance straightforward. Service points such as oil filter location, intake routing, and ignition components can be reached without moving surrounding assemblies. This helps keep routine work clean and reduces the chance of disturbing nearby systems during inspection or replacement. Motion through the drivetrain remains controlled during both slow urban driving and higher-speed travel. Gear transitions occur evenly, avoiding sudden force on internal parts. Cooling passages maintain steady temperature levels, which helps protect seals and moving surfaces from premature wear. These conditions allow major mechanical sections to retain proper function across long use. Chassis structure and suspension geometry hold alignment across varied road surfaces. Bushings and joints keep their position without developing looseness early. Steering remains consistent, and wheel tracking stays straight, which supports balanced tire wear when rotations are performed. Brake assemblies are mounted with open access, allowing pad and disc changes without extra disassembly. Cabin hardware such as buttons, levers, and adjustment rails remains firm after repeated operation. Electrical connectors are grouped logically, enabling direct tracing if any circuit needs checking. Workshops commonly see CX-5 models for scheduled servicing rather than repeated mechanical concerns, indicating that components maintain condition through extended ownership. Number 2. Toyota 4Runner. The Toyota 4Runner has a simple and solid mechanical layout that makes maintenance clear and manageable. Engine components are positioned so fluids, belts, and filters can be checked or replaced without removing extra parts. Suspension and frame design handle rough surfaces without shifting mounts or bending links, keeping wheels tracking correctly and brakes accessible for service. Electrical systems are grouped logically, reducing the chance of random faults. Drivers can use it for long trips or daily commuting without repeated repairs, maintaining consistent performance. Number 1. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser is built with straightforward engineering that emphasizes consistency and durability. Key engine and drivetrain components are spaced for easy inspection and replacement, simplifying routine care. Cooling and fuel systems operate steadily, and the transmission shifts without harsh jolts, lowering stress on internal parts. Frame and suspension remain stable even on uneven roads, preserving steering response and tire wear. Electrical wiring and sensors are routed cleanly, minimizing faults. This SUV handles long-distance travel, heavy loads, and daily driving while maintaining reliable operation over many years. Now finally, the two bonus SUVs. First, Hyundai Palisade. Mechanics report that some 2022 to 2026 Hyundai Palisade models experience occasional engine hesitation, transmission roughness, and minor electrical alerts, such as sensor warnings or infotainment glitches. While the SUV's structure and suspension are solid, these recurring service visits make it less dependable compared with other mainstream SUVs in long-term ownership, which is why buyers are often advised to be cautious. Second, Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer has been noted for early drivetrain and transmission concerns in certain 2020 to 2026 models, along with some intermittent electrical issues like dashboard warnings or minor sensor faults. These problems are not universal, but repair shops see them frequently enough to recommend careful consideration before purchase, as the Explorer can require repeated service to maintain smooth operation.